Every who down in Whoville like Christmas a lot. The Grinch, who lived just north of Whoville, did not. The Grinch hated Christmas, the whole Christmas season. Now please don't ask why. No one quite knows the reason. Because his head wasn't screwed on just right. It could be perhaps that his shoes were too tight. But I think the most likely reason of all, that his hole was two sizes too small. But whatever the reason, his hole or his shoes, he stood there on Christmas Eve, hating the Who's, staring down from his cave with a sour, grinchy frown at the warm lighted window below in downtown. For he knew every Who down in Whoville beneath was busy now, hanging a mistletoe wreath, and though hanging the stocking, he snarled with a sneer, "Tomorrow is Christmas. It's black only here." Then he growled, his Grinch fingers nervously drumming, "I must find a way to stop Christmas from coming." For tomorrow he knew other Who's Gone boys would wake bright and early. They would rush for the toys. And then, oh, the noise, 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 noise. That's one thing he hated. The noise, 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 noise. And then the Who's, were young and old, would sit down to a feast. They feast. They would feast. And they would feast, 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 feast. They would feast on Who pudding and well Who roast feast. This was something the Grinch couldn't stand in the least. And then they would do something he liked least of all. Every Who down in Whoville, the tall and the small, would stand close together. Christmas bells ringing. They would stand hand in hand. And the Who's would start singing. They would sing. And they would sing. And they would sing, 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 sing. The more the Grinch thought as that Who Christmas sing, and the more the Grinch thought, and I must stop this whole thing. Why, for 53 years I've put up with it now. I must stop this Christmas from coming. But how? Then he got an idea. An awful idea. The Grinch got a wonderful, awful idea. I know just what to do. The Grinch laughed in his throat. He made a quick Santa Claus hat and a coat, and he chuckled and clucked. What a great Grinchy trick. With this coat and this hat, I look just like St. Nick. All I need is a reindeer. The Grinch looked around. Since reindeer are scarce, there were none to be found. Did that stop the old Grinch? No. The Grinch simply said, "If I can't find my reindeer, I'll make one instead." So he called his dog Mac. They took some red thread, and he tied a big horn on the top of his head. Then he loaded some bags and some old empty sacks on a ramshackled sleigh. They hitched up on Max. Then the Grinch said, "Giddy up!" and the sleigh started down to the home. Well, the hills, their snows, and their town. All the windows were dark. The quiet snow filled the air. All the who's were all dreaming sweet dreams without care. When they came to the first little house on the square, this is stop number 1. The old Grinch caused hissed as he climbed to the roof, empty bags in his fist. Then he slid down the chimney, a rather tight pitch. If Santa could do it, then so could the Grinch. He got stuck only once, for a moment or two. Then he stuck his head out of the fireplace flue, with the little whose stockings hung in a row. These stockings, he grinned, are the first things to go. Then he slithered and slung with a cry most unpleasant around the whole room. He took every present, pop guns, bicycles, roller skates, drums, checkerboards, tricycles, popcorn, and plum. They stuffed them in bags. Then the Grinch very nimbly stuffed all the bags, one by one, up the chimney. And he slunk to the icebox. He took the Who's feast. He took the Who pudding. He took the roast beast. Cleaned out the icebox as quick as a flash. Why, that Grinch just took the last can of Who hash. They stuffed all the food up the chimney with glee. Now, good Grinch, I will stuff up the tree. And the Grinch grabbed the tree and he started to shove. And he heard a small sound, like the coo of a dove, and turned around fast. And he saw a small Who, little Cindy Lou Who, who was no more than 2. The Grinch had been caught by this tiny Who daughter, who had gotten out of bed for a cup of cold water. He stared at the Grinch and said, "Santa Claus, why? Why are you taking our Christmas tree? Why?" But you know that Grinch was so smart and so slick. They thought up a lie and thought it up quick. Why, my sweet little tot, the fake Santa Claus lied. There's a light on this tree that won't light on the one side. So I'm taking it home to my workshop, my dear. I'll fix it up there. I'll bring it back here. This big fooled child. Then he patted her head. And he got her a drink and sent her to bed. And when Cindy Lou Who went to bed with her cup, he went to the chimney and stuffed the tree up. Then the last thing he took was the log for the fire. They went up the chimney himself, the old liar. On the walls he left nothing but the hook and the wire. The one speck of food I left in the house was a crumb that was even too small for a mouse. They did the same thing to the other Who's houses. leaving Chloe much too small for the other Who's mouses. It was 1:15, while the Who's still in bed, while the Who's still snooze, when he packed up his sled. Packed up with the presents, the ribbons, and the tinsel, the trimmings, the trappings. 3,000 feet up the side of Mount Crumpet, he rode with his load to the tip-top to dump it. Pooh-poohed it to the Who's. He was grinchiously humming that they're finding out now no Christmas is coming. They're just waking up. I know just what to do. The mouth will hang open in a minute or two, and the Who's down in Whoville will all cry boo-hoo. That's a noise, screamed the Grinch. My someone must hear. So he paused. The Grinch put a hand to his ear, and he did hear a sound rising over the snow. It started low. It started to grow. But the sound wasn't sad. Why, this sounded merry. It couldn't be so, but it was merry. Very. He stared down at Whoville. The Grinch popped his eyes. They shook. What he saw was a shocking surprise. Every Who around the Whoville, the tall and the small, was singing without any presents at all. He hadn't stopped Christmas from coming. It came. Somehow or other, it came just the same. And the Grinch beat cold in the snow, stood puzzling and puzzling. How could it be so? It came without ribbons, it came without tags, it came without packages, boxes, and bags. Puzzling 3 hours till his puzzle was sore. The Grinch thought of something he hadn't before. Maybe Christmas, he thought, doesn't come from a store. Maybe Christmas, perhaps, just means a little bit more. And what happened then? Well, in Whoville, they say, says the Grinch's small heart grew 3 sizes that day. The minute his heart didn't feel quite so tight, he whizzed with his load through the bright morning light, and he bought back the toys, the food for the feast, and he is himself the Grinch called the roast beast.